On the news, the numbers are still coming in, but not without a few bumps along the way. With over 97% of election returns now in, the PPCRV is double-checking, verifying, and making sure every vote is counted right down to the last trickle. As our Rod Lagusad tells us more.
The Parish Pastoral Council for Responsible Voting or PPCRV has already received 97.28% of transmitted election returns in their transparency server as of 3:16 p.m. This corresponds to 91,083 precincts across the country.
Pautay-utay na lang because usually past 97%, it comes in trickles already.
PPCRV spokesperson Ana Singson said that there are still some areas in the country with less than 95% transmission. In BARM, only 73.55% of election returns have been transmitted, which is why they expect many more to come from the region. For overseas absentee voting, 89.26% have been transmitted, while in Zamboanga Peninsula, 94.86% of election returns have been transmitted. PPCRB added that the regions of National Capital Region, Northern Mindanao, and Davao Region still have precincts with no transmission yet. In NCR, only 2 LGUs have achieved 100% transmission. These are Pateros and San Juan. Earlier, the discrepancies observed by the PPCRB in the votes they received in their transparency server had already been resolved. One of these was the discrepancy found between the internal count and the data released by other transparency server holders. According to PPCRB, they withheld releasing the numbers while they were still verifying the data and discovered that their data, although it appeared different at the time, was accurate due to proper filtering of duplicate entries. In addition, PPCRB initially didn't have access to 18% of the transmitted election returns, where Comelec dashboard showed 98.75% compared to the 7.9 returns received by the election watchdog.
There's long processing time and Comelec kasi gets the data in a different format than we do. Yung data sa kanilang server, di ba, MBOC, tapos Comelec, yung data nila immediately human readable. Kaya agad napapakita nila sa kanilang dashboard. Yung data namin is machine readable. So, kailangan pa namin i-convert yon into a format that is understandable to everyone.
Last night, the PPCRB could not immediately release results for the 2025 national and local elections after receiving data in a different format, which caused a delay in the release of results. The PPCRB also emphasized the importance of conducting a random manual audit or RMA where 762 cluster precincts will be randomly selected starting May 14. In this process, ballots will be counted manually to ensure that the votes match those transmitted by the automated counting machines.
The RMA will tell us may dinagdag ba, may nagkamali ba or tama ba yung machine sa pag-assess ng ballot. So it will tell us, is the machine reading properly if we do manual, or is the machine reading even little marks which are not supposed to be there? That's why the RMA is important.
PPCRB has also begun its unofficial parallel count where they compare physical election returns with the transmitted ones. The Citizens Arm said that they have received 5,406 physical election returns or ERs. Singson reported that all these came from the National Capital Region including Quezon City, Makati, Manila, Pasay, Mandaluyong, followed by Caloocan, which has already submitted 100% of its physical ERs, San Juan, and Taguig. She added that they have two sets of verifier, and if there's a difference between them, it goes to a third verification with senior trustees of PPCRB. PPCRB expects to receive ERs from Luzon tonight. They are also expecting to receive ERs from the Visayas by tomorrow, particularly from the province of Cebu. Meanwhile, ERs from Mindanao may arrive either tomorrow or the day after. From PTV Manila, Rod Lagusad, Balitang Pambansa.